Hello, Serge here from the back tee. Again, as you all know, I've been do a lot of golf schools, and at the last school we had a bunch of really good players this time and very knowledgeable about the swing, and I had two that actually had the ball fairly far back, and I mean way back normal than normal. And normally, as we say, you should play your wedges through the 7-iron in the middle, and then everything gradually works towards the forward foot. Well, if we're going to call that the middle, and we judge the width of our stance and ball position by our heels in our ankles, not the balls of the feet, because we all open our stances, so that can give you a fake reading. So I would say that should be just about the middle. Well, both of these had the club back here, and one actually had it, you know, almost just inside the back foot. And when you get the ball too far back, the problem you run into is that if you make a good swing and you're releasing the club to impact, you're going to hit it way too soon, and way too soon will probably include maybe putting a toe in the ground, face open, and somewhere the ball's going right. If you get it just correctly without digging the toe in, you'll very likely hit it solid right, and they'll probably rights that may even fade or slice, because you're hitting it so soon the club is still not even close to squaring up where it's here, rather than getting to impact, which is where it should be, and squared up at that moment of impact. So the usual answer that the brain figures out if the ball's too far back, well, either I start to come backwards in my stance and reverse weight shift to try to be able to get it to where my upper body is now, and my sternum will now be back to where the ball is. And if you do that, you still have a big chance of either chunking it or actually topping it, and everything in between, and hitting it everything from any type of shot from right, balls going to the right, starting to the right and going right, and then flipping a little bit more and hitting things from possibly straight to pulls and hooks. So that gives you the whole smorgasbord of bad shots. And that's why ball position is so critical, because everything returns to dead in front of our body, where the palms are perpendicular to the ground at your sternum. And that's why ball position is so important. So the other main thing I see that both of these gentlemen exhibited was the fact that with the ball back, they had pretty good stance. They were fairly decent players, but they knew they had to get to their left side, so they just kind of slowed their body up and just kind of like let their hands, and got a little bit lazy and just kind of waited there with the body till the hands could get there, and then they just tried to speed everything up after that. But they were out of sync, out of rhythm, and again they had the tendency to be able to do what? Throw the toe at it and chunk it, as well as come out of the shot with all the things I just discussed. So there's two main things. As we all said, as I just said, you'll either just reverse weight shift, or have to slow your body down to where it kind of hangs in there until your arms catch up, and it gives a very kind of lollipop, loosey-goosey, lazy look of the swing, and then again they'll have problems getting to the finish, because once they try to come up, their body's been stayed back so long that as they come up, it'll tend to push them into a reverse weight shift just the same. So the key is get in the proper ball position, wedges through the 7-iron in the middle, and then as the clubs get longer, you just gradually move forward. Notice as I'm doing that, I move forward and the body goes a little farther back, but the hands stay in the same place, and the club and hands and shoulders, arms stay right up into looking at the forward shoulder in line, so that it'll always be squared up, both arms extended at impact, where the club is squared in at impact, and then it goes into the forward mitt, and you swing up, stand up, pop-tart into that tee finish position. So ball position is very important. Check yours out. You can have a friend look at you and maybe do some work in front of a window, or like on your back porch. You can use the windows there. If it's dark enough inside, you can see a reflection, or just get yourself some type of sticks. Here I'm using my alignment arrows, and I have a crossbar that can go with these. So if I was working on it, I'd put the crossbar at 90 degrees and check out my position. And that's a never-ending thing, just like alignment. Ball position can affect your alignment. If the ball's too far back, you are effectively aimed for a right-hander to the right, and if it's too far forward, you are effectively aimed to the left. So again, ball position is I guess part and parcel with alignment also. So ball position is critical. Check yours. When you get it in the right place, you'll be hitting it more solid, straight, and longer. And that's how you shoot lower scores. Well, from the back porch, that's it for the search for today, and I'll be talking to y'all again soon.